Today we have here a 1991 Toyota Sera. Toyota made about just over 15,000 of these, under 16,000 of these back in 1990 to 1995. It is a complete fishbowl glass dome car. Don't mind all the bird poop. I see the birds pooped all over it now. But everything is glass. This glass canopy, greenhouse effect. This is even more glass than the little AZ1. What's cool about these doors are that it looks like a gull wing door, but it's really a butterfly door because it opens forward and up. Not so much up like this. Those gas struts are failing. Anyways, it gives it a completely different look while the doors open because of the upward diagonal effect. This one is in decent shape. It needs some body work here and there, a little love. You can see some of the weird splotches, like they tried to patch the paint or something. There's a little work that needs to be done here. Starting to get a little rust at the edges. Not too bad, definitely fixable. Everything else seems to be in pretty good shape though. I think this side is pretty good. There's no rust or rot on this particular one other than those little rust spots on that side. This side looks okay. I do have some peeling going on this trim. Thinking like the black coating is peeling off. Same with the rear here, because those are like sun fade areas. But overall, it looks pretty good. Let's take a peek underneath here. Looks pretty clean back here, rust free. Look under this side. There's actually a lot of ground clearance. This is like 6 inches maybe. So underneath here, very clean underbody. Splash shield. Looks pretty good here too. Awesome. I love rust-free cars. Pop the hood. Underneath here, this reveals a big 4-cylinder. It's a 1.5 liter, so this is not a K car. It's a little bit bigger than that. It's powered by something similar to a Corolla, Paseo, Starlet of the time. This is the 5E FHE, I believe. This is the higher compression motor. The other one's like the 4E, that's like the regular one. But this is it right here. This particular car is mated to a 4-speed automatic. This was available in a 5-speed manual. That's not what I have, unfortunately. It is what it is. It's pretty clean under here. Obviously, there's some oil leaks coming out of the intake there, but not too bad up here. I think I need a new power steering hose. But rust-free, clean. Love it. Nice heavy steel hood. All right, let's go inside. The butterfly doors kind of make this pretty easy to step into the car, I guess, because you kind of just walk into it like this. Let's see. So I like to step and sit. See, now I'm already in the seat, and you're not going to be used to pulling these down. Most of the door struts would be failed already, like the original ones, just like the AZ1. That side has probably an Alibaba special. This side has a different one. I'm not sure where this one's from. I think it's from Amazon, but they have different behaviors. I believe the Amazon one behaves better than this one. Actually, they're about the same. The Alibaba ones look closer to the original ones than this one. So it kind of depends on what you like for preference. Coming into a car like this, you're not going to be used to closing the door because like your arm muscles aren't used to, like, I don't know what to call this. You're like pressing down diagonally and sideways. In the AZ1, you just pull downwards. That's still relatively normal. This one's different. So after a few times, you know, your arms might be sore, especially in the summertime when those struts get hotter and the pressure goes up. But you'll get used to it, I'm sure, if you're gonna have to play with this. I do love that the doors pop up on their own. That is cool. That's fun. I like that. Oh, there we go. I've had this car for about a month or two now, and I'm finally getting around to making a video for it. I got this in a trade from Trading David at Mendy Imports. I gave him my Honda Z that was here and the Suzuki Alto Works that I got from Nate like months ago, back in like October last year. So unfortunately, I didn't get to have the Alto long enough to do stuff with it. I got overwhelmed with buying all these random cars, so I had issues with all of them where I had to work on each one. I just didn't have time. It is what it is. Anyways, that's not really related to this, so let's take a look inside. We have the optional speaker system. There's 3 speakers on the dash, 2 in the door, so that's 5. And then there's allegedly some more in the back. I believe this is called the 10 speaker system. I definitely see 2 right there, so we're at 7, and there might be some more hidden somewhere else that I don't know about. Yeah. Anyways, this is like a nice cloth seat. It's kind of like this textured pattern, kind of looks like denim jeans or corduroy, actually. It's more like corduroy. There's a glove box over here. You can hold your books and papers and stuff. Pretty simple. Looks like my vents are broken, so this one's pretty messed up too. Only that middle tab is still there. Everything's kind of just doing their own thing. You know, you get your standard close, open. Over here, you get a slightly different vent design. You get like this circle, and the circle, come on, is everything broken? Really? That's annoying. How about this one? All right, so this one rotates all the way around. We do have that at least. It closed, oh no, everything's broken. All right, old cars, man, but I swear I've seen this design somewhere before. It looks just like this with the little pivot thing. It kind of opens. I want to say like 2010, like mid 2010s F250 is where I've seen this before. Maybe Ford Focus. I don't remember exactly. It's been a long time. This definitely precedes both those vehicles' times. There's basic controls here for your HVAC, and it's like a nice button. This vehicle is equipped with AC. This is analog pull stick for the temperatures, so 20 Celsius, 30 Celsius, hot, cold, etc. There's an auto mode for the fan blower. Over here, you can just move that around. Obviously, the car's off. I don't want to turn it on yet. You get a little ashtray that's not used, so it is not a smoker's car. That is nice. As I said before, 4-speed automatic transmission. The 5-speed manual is an option. On this side, I bet that's a fog light switch I don't have. Power mirrors. I get this little storage box. Let's see what's in here. There's actually some stuff in here. Let's see what I got. I got some prepaid U cards. I don't know what those are. And stamp, service stamp. Get X amount of stamps, get something free. Cash card. I wonder if these still work or if they still have money in them. The tray is divided into this pocket for like cards and things, and to a little coin pocket right there too. The car does have power windows. So this portion here with the rail, everything underneath actually opens, which is nice because this is a huge window space. The AZ1 is about that big all the way across, so it's about big enough for your arm to go through the window. So this, at least, if you really needed to, you could probably crawl out this window. This does not have power locks, and that's okay. Let's get into the back here. The back is an interesting spot. Before we go into the back, let's look at the seatbelt holder thing for the front. You know, in these 2-door cars, these seatbelts usually like fall into the back and you can never reach them. This is like a helper arm that holds your seatbelt out here so you can access it to pull it. Now, if you don't need this, or if it's in the way because people need to get in and out, you just fold it down and it actually clicks into place and it gets out of the way. Another look at the seatbelt thing here. So it can be like that, or it can be like that. The seats are manual adjust. There's a handle up here to slide it forward. This one is spring loaded to bounce forward. Then you can recline, fold, etc. You also have a knob to pivot the bottom seat cushion up or down. That's nice. So let's take a look at what the back is like. I should actually, you know what? All right, I set the seat to how it would be if I was driving the car, just to get like a real world experience. I'll show you also my ride back here. I don't fit back here. All right, so here I am. The seats are really low to the floor in the front and in the back. So there's not much room for anything here. This center thing is rock hard and it almost sounds like it's part of the unibody. Ideally, this is really meant for a kid. You're not gonna have a full-size adult back here. I'm not even sitting in the seat properly. There's some space back here, like from my butt to the back, and my head is like on the glass right now, so I'm kind of like slinking down a little bit just to fit. If I lean way back like this, I don't even know what this looks like to you guys until later. So this way I wouldn't be touching the glass at all, but like this glass roof is just like right on me. It's actually hard to see. Actually, now that I look, it's actually hard to see there, but I'm definitely on the glass and this is very uncomfortable. If there were no other passengers and I kind of leaned over this way, it's probably fine, just because then that's not there. And as you can see, there's not much going on here for the rear passengers other than being crammed in here like a sardine can. So at least you have a dome light. Unfortunately, mine has a hole in it. However, it does work. There are only lap belts in the rear here, no shoulders. These seats do fold down for access to the trunk. Unfortunately, it doesn't work when I'm in here, I think. Yeah, it doesn't work when I'm in here. You're gonna find a cool, funky sound system here. This being an entire glass dome actually makes for very interesting acoustics, so music through this cool sound system reflecting off of all the glass in here would actually sound pretty cool. On the radio on the left, there's something called the warp function. You press on that, and it's supposed to rotate these speakers accordingly. So there's like a casual mode, then it rotates upwards for like funky mode or something. Unfortunately, mine doesn't work. I need to take this apart and kind of investigate why it doesn't work. Probably some contacts need to be changed or whatever, but it would be pretty cool to try that thing out. You do get a keyhole in the back to open the top. The struts are a little weak, so they need a little help for me to pull up. I did buy new struts. Anyways, you can see that the speakers are in indirect sound position, casual mode. And then this actually like rolls and it'll say like funky mode or engaged, or I don't know. I'm excited to get this fixed so I can see how it works. This didn't come with all the Seras. This was an optional goodie. You can see it's like a Sera specific thing. Sera Super Live Sound System, multi-reflection speaker. So if you don't have this, your trunk obviously would be lighter, the little trunk hatch here. I have full access to get into here. It's a decent sized trunk. There is a subwoofer, I believe. And then over here, you know, it's pretty deep. These are the sunroofs. These are the sunshades, kind of like the AZ1. I think this goes here. No, it's the wrong side. See, I'm not familiar with these yet. I don't know which way goes what. I think this one goes, I think this is the passenger one. Yes, this is the passenger one. Hold on one sec. Getting distracted. Over here, you can fold the seats down. I want to re-glue this upholstery so it's not peeling up like this, revealing the hardy board, whatever that is, but you can now lift up on this and you have a pass-through trunk. You would have to obviously disconnect the speaker to remove that. But if you didn't have the speaker to disconnect, oh, there's a prop. Look at that. Look at that. Interesting. Because now you can't close this. I guess the prop is just simply for you to access. But then you get some pass-through right here because it goes like this. But
without this, because this isn't a quick disconnect. I don't really know how this would work, because I assume without a speaker, obviously, then, oh, there's metal on this. This is metal reinforced. So without the speaker, you should be able to remove this easily. I can see the little parts where you can just pop that out, and then you just get like a big hatchback trunk area. But with the speaker, you know, you kind of lose that. All right. Oh. I want to, and you can look this way just to see how big this access hole is. Oh, how do I put this back? Put that back like that, and you fold the seats back up. Simple. This is cool where it just says Sera back here. Get a little single tiny Toyota decal. Nothing here says anything about Toyota other than it looks like a Toyota because of this general shape, this bubble shape that they used to have. Whatever this teal color is, it still seems like it's a normal popular color. You find this on Toyota Priuses nowadays. Look familiar now that I mentioned Prius? This is soft. It's a weird, I don't know what to describe this. It's like a soft plastic. So there is a lot of defrost lines back here. Mine doesn't work. I have to check the fuse. I have to go in here to show you. Let's go. The nice Sera floor mats. Come in here. It looks like the driver's side and the passenger side got swapped. Anyways, so one big complaint with driving this car is the sun. Yeah, I'm driving the weird glass car with the sun complaint. So the sun is like right here and always beaming me in the eyeball. So it's not like the AZ1 where the roof line cuts differently. So you're gonna have to probably use this more often than you would think. Okay, I see. So you slip this in, goes in the front there, and then in the back you pull the tab, and then you push up. Now you let go. And now you have your full conventional roof sunshade doohickey. It matches the headliner, it's the same color. These funky sun visors slide out from the center, and then you fold them out like this to block your front. That's very interesting that they do this. I've never seen anything like that. That is very strange. Let's close this door. Now we can try to get a decent comparison here. This is without that roof shade, and this is with the roof shade. Does this work for you guys? That's a good view of how this works. This is how much sun it blocks out. It's almost like you're driving a regular coupe now. There's nothing funky about this other than weird shaped door windows. This is actually pretty normal. And then you come over to this side. Oh, the sky's the limit. Let's hear this thing start up. Just like any other JDM car. Ooh. Kind of reminds me of a fish. It just looks like a catfish. This vehicle is equipped with power steering. Has like a slightly offset steering wheel where kind of the spokes are all on the bottom and you get this big
open hole here just so you can access the instrument cluster. The instrument cluster is pretty simple. It only has the clock over here. That's what this stick does. It adjusts the clock. Over here you get a trip meter. There's fuel gauge, speedometer, odometer, tachometer. This one has 184,469 miles. I believe this is like 110,000 miles or something like that. Engine's still cold. There's some little lights at the bottom. There are some indicator lights on the bottom there, like high beam, the door, battery light, the handbrake, the oil pressure light, the cat overheat light, the check engine light, and the overdrive light. Those are all not many things I can turn on for you. This car does have a fuel gauge, fuel empty low light. That is cool. Not many of them have this. These buttons are a little worn out, unfortunately. I'd look for new ones, but they seem to be unobtainium. That seems to be a common theme with all these random cars I have. Things are all unobtainium because they're all old. The wiper stock is pretty simple. It just goes up and down. You press the N here to go squirt squirt. The light signal, same thing, just like any other car. So one issue I have with this Sera is it idles funny. Right now it's warming up. It's starting to do the weird thing. Can you hear that? There's a lot of condensation right now. Now this revving thing, it doesn't do that when you go into gear. I put it in drive, the weird pulsing goes away. See, I can drive and whatever, and it's fine. Reverse has the same old JDM beeper and all these automatic vehicles. Is this like a government thing that they all had to do this? As you can see, no noise. No idle noise, at least. The suspension needs some work. I gotta investigate what's making all that knocking noise front and back. It's probably the struts. They just feel like a boat. It's a peppy little car. It has decent power. You're gonna hear some howling. That is because I need a wheel bearing. I believe it's the front right one. So this car needs a bunch of work, but it's not too bad. I already have all these parts. I should be able to figure it out. I gotta open up the rear brake drums. They're making all kinds of weird noises back there. And they squeal sometimes. Right now they're not squealing. I guess it's not that bad. I'm waiting here at the light so I can go down the bumpiest road known to man. It's coming soon. All right, here we go. Floaty boaty. Yeah, it's kind of rough in here. It's very cushy just because the shocks are basically blown, so you're just floating over everything, but yeah, it's not too bad. It definitely does that weird idle thing more when it's cold. It's getting warm now, so it's not too bad. If you watch, see how it tries to drop under 1,000 for idle, and then it touches 1,000 and just bounces up and to sit at about 1,400. I don't know why it's doing that right there.
when it was really bad, it would just go up, down, up, down, up, down until it decides to quit and stay at like the fail safe. Right now, you can see that it's idling at about 1100 now, which is better than usual, just because it's warmer outside. So something's wrong with the idle air controller or something. Something is not warming up properly. Or not even just warming up, like it might just not be working properly. Like the ECU is not getting the right signal, it's not happy, so it can't do whatever it's supposed to do. So it idles higher than it should too. We did work on cleaning this, but it didn't fix the problem. The guy roams on 14-inch wheels, the 175/65 14s. They could probably take a nice 15 or 16-inch wheel on here if you like into that type of stuff. It looks pretty cool with the little slicer wheels that it already has. Here you can see it next to a Cappuccino for size reference. It is a little bit taller, not much. Probably a few inches taller there. I mean, you could probably look up the specs, but I'm not gonna bother with that. You can see that the same round configuration, kind of like this. It is definitely a lot longer. You can see right here. It's a good foot and a half longer, I think. So maybe just about a foot. It's actually not that much. It is definitely wider though. And then when you open the doors and fluff it up like a peacock, it takes up a lot more space, as you can see. It does look pretty cool though. Took the Cappuccino today. I hear the Sera idling funny. Brum, 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 brum. Blum, blum, blum. How's it looking?
PCV valve.
An PCV valve?
I broke it.
You broke it or it broke?
Well, it was brittle and I couldn't get the hose out.
Okay.
I was being very careful and it still snapped.
30-year-old car is brittle, man. What are you doing with that? What'd you do? You blocked the idle control thing? It's fixed. Careful, this is hot on the exhaust.
You just got something.
I know you dropped the hose clamp, but that was on the exhaust manifold. There we go.
That doesn't fix anything.
Yeah, but at least you located where the problem is. Well, I guess that we're not going to see much more of this. I actually sold this. These guys came up and they're going to take it home. It's funny watching you guys all cram into the car.
I know. Oh, show it. Send that to me. I'm going to send it to Rob.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's that little suction cup thing I saw a video of.
Yeah, it's insane. I actually love it. It's his. I just bought one.
Did you buy it from that Chinese guy in Times Square? You know the video I'm talking
I try
about?
to be racist, man. You take it easy.
No, but you know that video I'm talking about? I'll send it to you if I find it.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's like a dude in Times Square just trying to sell these things for like $5.
Oh, for real?
He's just
Damn, nah, what-
and he barely speaks English and he's just trying to sell it to people.
Car.
What?
Car.
Oh, for the car.
car, yeah. Work with the phone. Work with the phone. Yeah, work with the.
No, how do you
Work with the. Here, yeah. Yeah, work with the new.
Very good.
Work with the. Thank you.
And it works.
It's great. I just bought one. I'm just waiting for it.
Cool.
Okay. Hey. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Time to go home. Or time to go eat. Yeah.
All right, bye.